no more. I'm getting a Why? I don't believe in that.
This is the face. That's the lower lip, upper lip. You are 20 weeks pregnant.
Was it too late? Yeah, it's too late. He's just making it complicated for her because, well, tell me you want a baby. I got rid of his kids plenty of times before that. You feel me? I was ready to get rid of this one. He don't want it no more. Fuck it. All right? I don't want to have a baby no more. Y'all keep saying this other shit. Y'all want to let me just get this and leave it alone.
So how come, why can you give a child a lifelong ailment deliberately?
All right, so I've watched this Chrisean interview from start to finish, and I really sat with it for a minute because I didn't just want to react. I wanted to understand what I was looking at, because the question that I think everyone is thinking about, but no one wants to actually ask out loud is Chrisean Rock evil, or is she just broken? Because these are two very different things. And after this interview, I think I have the answer. It's DTV. Let's get into it. All right. Just so that everyone's on the same page, I'm going to attach a summary. Now, if you're listening to her words and you're watching her body language, there seems to be some kind of disconnect. On the surface, she's saying all the right things. She sounds self-aware, and she sounds like she's taking accountability and is aware of her public perception. But when you watch just for a little longer, you see that something shifts. And this is what's setting a lot of people off. People are watching and they're basically saying either she doesn't see it or she doesn't care. And both of those options are problematic. This is the real debate. And I'm going to give you both sides because I don't believe in just going with one angle. Evil is a strong word, but honestly, I can understand why some people go there. Because when you look at everything, there is definitely a pattern, and it's not just one mistake, it's multiple. And multiple mistakes will usually tell you that there's some kind of intention. It's like you can accidentally spill a drink, right? The first time it's an accident, second time it's an accident, but eventually it stops being an accident. Now, here's where I'm going to say something that might not be popular. Some of what we're watching with Chrisean Rock isn't necessarily evil. It's more of generational trauma dressed up in designer outfits. Well, barely designer. Well, if you call it designer. Think about it. When you grow up in chaos, chaos feels normal. You don't know what peace looks like because in reality, you've never had it long enough to recognize it. Chrisean has been through a lot when it comes to her upbringing, her relationship, her pregnancy, even just her day-to-day life. And I'm not saying that those are excuses. I'm just saying that context matters when you're trying to understand someone. Because the danger of calling someone evil is you stop caring about how they got there.
Felt like I'm Chrisean's mother. I'm his protector. I'm the person that's going to speak up for him. Yeah. I'm the person that's going to protect him.
Who better?
And when he look back at it, he's going to know someone was always there.
Now, do I think she's evil? I think she's someone that has done things that look evil. And I think that there is a difference between someone that does things that are evil and someone who's just not very bright. But here's the part that makes it hard to defend her.
Doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. My son does not have a disability.
In this recent interview, she had opportunities to show growth. She had opportunities to show that she's self-aware and that she understands what people are saying and the danger that she has put herself and her young child in. But instead, she says things like this.
Say not even just that. It's like say if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself, then you should not accept it, bro.
And that's what sealed the opinion for a lot of people watching. And if you're still watching this, type evil or broken based off of what you're thinking in the comments, and I'll try to respond back to everyone. Now, this is where most channels will just stop. They give you the news, they get their views, and they're out. But I want to do things differently here, because whether Chrisean Rock is evil, dumb, or everything in between, there's a bigger conversation to be had here amongst people who aren't famous, who aren't celebrities. The first point that I'm going to make is accountability without understanding helps no one. The internet loves to cancel people, but canceling isn't the same thing as correction. If we just keep canceling people and moving on to the next story, then what actually changes? The real question is, what does it take for someone in that type of cycle to get out of it? And the honest answer is no one knows. A lot of times we don't have any control over what can make an impact or what can get through that wall. However, whether that's therapy, a support system, or even someone just hitting rock bottom hard enough. The second point that I want to make is that a lot of times our public personas can shield us from the truth, or they can protect us from accountability or from being vulnerable and open to learning. The second point that I've learned is that your public persona will protect you from the truth, or it will protect you from accountability. One thing that I've noticed in this interview is that she has a persona that is like armor.
Is how have you been both spiritually and mentally since the last time you've been up here?
Oh, good. Stronger.
Stronger. Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, nothing get easier. You just get stronger.
Yeah. But see,
that's not strength. It's just a shield. And what happens when you have a shield like that is, yes, it protects you from the pain, but it also stops you from growing. My third and final point is that the people around you matter more than your talent.
But I just start learning, like, men in the industry, like, they already have their motives and intentions and how they want to do it. So say if, like, you trying to do a rap song with a rapper, but he really trying to F-U-C-K, he gonna say, oh, yeah, keep putting it off, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
before you know it, we ain't never trying.
We ain't never get in the studio.
Look at where she's at right now. She's got the following, she's got the support, and she's got the talent, but she still has no stability. She still has no platform to stand on. Why? Because the foundation is off. You can build the biggest house you want, and if you built it on shaky ground or on cracked foundation, that house is coming down. And that's not me going against her, that's just facts. And if in some crazy universe, Chrisean Rock is out there watching my little video, I want her to know that we aren't against her. This interview has shown us that something's gotta change. And the first step is being honest with yourself about what that is. All right, DTV fam, if you've made it this far, you already know how I move. I don't just give you the gossip, I give you the breakdown, because the streets deserve more than just hot takes. They deserve breakdown and analysis. So here's what I need from you. Number one, drop your verdict in the comment. I'm reading everything. I'm responding to everything. Number two, if you guys are here before 1,000 subs, comment day one. I'm taking screenshots. I really want to remember you guys. I really want to try to build a community, and nothing but up from here. And three, hit subscribe and turn that bell on, because in my next video, I'm going to be talking about Dame Dash and the Breakfast Club, and we're going to be breaking down whether he was right or not. And if you thought this talk was real, just wait for that. It's DTV, and I'm out.